Welcome to lesson 6. In today's lesson, we're going to be looking at the sustain pedal. What is its function, how it's used, and how this can make your playing so much better. All right. In the previous lesson, we looked at melodies. And in order for us to play melodies and have them sound the way they were recorded or the way we hear them in our head, we have to be able to use the sustain pedal. The sustain pedal is simply a device that allows the sound from the piano to continue after our hands have been lifted. So for example, if I press the pedal, you can hear the note continuing. Let's do that again. Press the pedal. It continues even after my hand was removed. Now, without the pedal, it sounds sharp and detached. With the pedal, it sounds like it's continuing. You can hear the reverberation going on. Now, how does this affect us while playing? If I was supposed to play a scale, it would be fine just as is without using the pedal. However, if I was playing that over a chord, like for example, I'm going to just play in my left hand the C major chord, and I'm going to play the scale. You hear that? You can hear the notes going into each other. Let's listen it without the pedal. It sounds way cleaner. Now, whenever we're using the pedal, we have to be super keen on when we hold on to the pedal and when we release the pedal. So listen to this again without the pedal. It sounds good. That's a technique that I can use, or anyone can use, to allow the notes to seem as if it's flowing just a bit more, especially if you're trying to play something fast. Like, it's the same major scale, but I'm doing it over a 5 chord, and I'm going over 2 octaves. So instead of playing it without the pedal, without the pedal it sounds like this. With the pedal, and I can release and hold again to create an effect. Now, we're going to look at a simple technique that we can use to practice this. All right? If you think of it this way, for example, when you hold the note and press the pedal, you're going to always hold the note first, then press the pedal. It's almost like we're counting. So if we were counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, we will always press the pedal on and if we were using that as an example. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so I'm always releasing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, then we can use chords 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Because we're trying to move as fast as possible, whenever you're practicing a new skill, I want us to practice something that we know we should be good at. Like for example, playing inversions. 1, hold, 2, hold, 3, hold. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. All right, one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. And the more you get used to this, the easier it becomes. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After a while, using the pedal will become second nature. So you will be able to hear after a while, you'll be able to do that. All right, but for right now, I want us to just do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now let's change the key. We're in the key of C right now. Let's take it to B flat. All right, and we know the B major scale, the B flat major scale is. All right, and let's take it up a notch. Let's play that scale over 2 octaves. Let's give that to you slower. Thumb under, middle over. All right, if you realize I started with my ring finger, then I put my thumb under. All right, so that's the B flat major scale. Now let's do a simple chord progression. So we're in B flat. We're going to play the 6, which is the minor 6. So that's G minor, G, B flat, D. We're going to press the pedal. Then we're going to go to E flat major, which is the 4 chord or the subdominant. And that's E flat, G, B flat. Then we're going to go to B flat, which is B, D, and F. And then we're going to go to F, which is the 5 chord or the dominant. All right. This chord progression is used for a lot of different songs. The song that we're going to be using is Sea of Victory by Elevation Worship. Let's look at how this will fit in. So it starts on the 6, then it goes to the 4, and this is the chorus, then to the 1, then to the 5. All right, now let's look at how I'm using the pedal here. So 6, press and hold, 4, release, then press and hold, then release, press and hold, release, press and hold. In essence, I'm always using the pedal whenever my hand is transitioning to a new position. So for example, 6, when my hand is in the air, I want the sound to keep on going until I get to E flat. Then once I get there, I release and press. Same thing, I'm going to B flat, I release and I hold. Alright, like that. Until you can do it a bit faster. the intro, and that's also the interlude that's played in between the chorus and the verse. So and look at how I'm using the sustain pedal. All right. And that's it. That's pretty much it. Just remember, every time before you press the chord, you want to release the previous chord before playing the new chord, or else it's going to bleed into each other and it's going to sound like this. And that sounds very amateur, like you're not sure of what you're doing. We never want to hear that, okay? So if this is your first time watching, definitely go ahead and check out my other videos, and also subscribe. If you have comments, definitely go ahead and leave those below, and we'll try to see how best we can work that into what we're doing. All right, have a good one. I'm out.